Welcome back, everyone, to the Jalapeno Children Fun stream. Tonight we're going to do something a little bit different from our usual sealed league. We're going to do a draft this time with M19. So we'll go ahead and get started. The way draft differs from sealed. So in sealed, you get, as you know, 6 packs at the beginning of the tournament. You build a deck from those 6 packs. In draft, you get 3 packs. And the way it works is you pick a card from the first pack, and then you pass it to the player to your right. And then they pick a card from the pack, and you pick a card from the pack that got passed to you. And then it just goes all the way around the table until all the cards in that pack have been picked. And it does that for 3 packs. So power level in draft tends to be a little bit higher than power level in sealed, because in draft you are picking specific colors and synergies that will work with the cards that you've already chosen. So it's possible to get very powerful draft decks, much powerful than you can get in sealed. But it requires a little bit less luck, and it's probably a bit more skill based. The other thing to consider with draft is that at least on MTGO, the rewards are not nearly as good. So basically, our goal is to go 2-1 in these drafts. If we go 2-1, we get 2 boosters each time. I mean, our goal is to go 3-0, obviously, but 2-1 is acceptable. You get 2 booster packs. So if you do 2 drafts, you essentially get the third one free. So it's buy 2 get 1 free essentially on the drafts. Or if you go 3-0, you get your next 3 drafts for free. Alright. We'll make this bigger. So in this pack, Hungering Hydra is good. Blood Divination, Gutter Snipe is solid. Trumpet Blast, Swiftclaw, Courser, Naturalize is good. Lick's Caress is really great. It's just solid removal. And removal is really strong in this format. Draft is a format where really what you're looking for is removal. If you don't open a big bomb, you just want to take whatever the card is that will kill your opponent's bombs. So we're gonna go with the Lick's Caress here. Pack 2. Wow, so our opponent took an uncommon. We know that because the rare is still in the pack. Sigiled Sword of Valoron is very strong. Definitely the strongest equipment in the set. It can be a little bit expensive and hard to use. Other cards in here. Skeleton Archer's fine. Volcanic Dragon is very strong. If we want to go into red, there are a lot of good red cards in this pack. Volley Veteran is great. I think we're just going to go with the Sigiled Sword because I feel like it has the highest upside. But the Volcanic Dragon is also very strong. Fiery Finish is okay. Disperse is good. Child of Night is good. It's just a flyer. I don't think we're the go wide deck, at least not yet. So Angel of the Dawn might not be the pick here. It depends. We'll have to see what other cards we get. Also, Angel of the Dawn is a common, so it's possible we'll get Angels of the Dawn later on. Red is very open so far. Disperse is fine. None of these blue cards are particularly exciting. I think the best card, since we already have a black card, I think the card we want is the Bloodletter. There are some good blue cards. Psychic Corrosion's pretty good. It can win you the game on its own. We could take Shock as just another removal spell. But that'll put us in red. Not necessarily. I think we'll hedge and take the Psychic Corrosion, because if we get, we'll prioritize card draw. So like Psychic Corrosion and Sift would be great as a combo, but we only get one of them. I think I'm going to take the Psychic Corrosion and see if we can pull off the mill deck, because already we have a pretty strong base for it. So we'll take the Psychic Corrosion here. Spark Tongue, Pyromancer. Here I don't think I want the Wall of Mist. It is good in the mill deck, but I don't think we want to pick it this early. I think we'll just take the strongest card in the pack, which is probably the Siegebreaker Giant, or possibly the Knightly Valor, because we are going to be going wide. Or not going wide, but we do have the Sigiled Sword of Valor on, so it's possible that we end up being the go wide deck. Plus, I feel like this Wall of Mist we'll get later on as well. It's not a very popular card. Strike, totally lost. Basilisk is fine. We're not in green though. There's not really much for us here. I think we take the Totally Lost just because it is a removal spell. Open the Graves is pretty strong in black. So is Doom to Center. Doom to Center is great. Yeah, it's definitely the Doom to Center here. Ghost Form or Bog Stomper. Here I think the pick is definitely Wall of Mist. Here I guess we just take Cure of Blood. Guess we get another Wall of Mist. Disperse is great. We'll take a Plummet for the sideboard in case we end up being green. Same thing with the Root Snare. And I think we can take out the Knightly Valor. I think we're in blue-black at this point. Those are the best with our for our mill strategy. We also don't have to play this Psychic Corrosion or these Wall of Mists. We would still have 7 playables out of this pack, even if we take out all these. So we'll put these in our maybe section for now. All the rest of these we can play regardless of what kind of deck we draft. So we have 7 definite playables out of this pack, and 3 potential playables. Which is not bad. If you get 7 playables per pack, you get 21 playables by the end of the game. Ooh. We have some definite decisions here. Fell Spectre is a good card. Graveyard Marshal is a great card. Salvager of Secrets is awesome. Once again, I think we just have to go for the removal and take the Elixir Caress. Other possible things I would consider are the Essence Scatter. I feel like we could probably get one of these later on, though. Fell Spectre, I'm not that big of a fan of. If we take Fell Spectre, then things like Psychic Symbiont become a lot better, and Mind Rot. Graveyard Marshal is okay. It looks like we're not going to be very much creature-based. We're at 5 and 5 right now. Salvager of Secrets will be good to get back our Elixir Caress. If we see another one of these, we'll probably take it. Scholar of Stars, we're not probably not the artifact deck, so it's unlikely that we'll take one of those. There's a Mind Rot. There are a lot of good white cards in this pack. All three of these white cards are great. Here I think we just take the Snapping Drake. Disperse is another possibility, but we already have one. And Snapping Drake is good with our sword. If we go turn 3 sword, turn 4 Drake, turn 5 equip, that's pretty strong. We'll try that. What we really want to see is something like Patient Rebuilding. That way our Psychic Corrosions and Wall of Mists can come in. Sift is pretty good. Crucible of Worlds if I want a rare draft. Definitely going to take the Sift here. And I think that is good enough to bring in our Psychic Corrosion with. Mind Rot. Salvager of Secrets I think is the one here. I don't know. We've got a lot of 5-drops already. But we do have some early plays. Yeah, I think the Salvager is good. It lets us get back our spells that we've played earlier. Like I said, we're looking for things like Patient Rebuilding. Millstone would be good. Starting to think twice about this Epicure of Blood. We do have 2 Licks Caress so far. And a Bloodletter, so it's possible Epicure of Blood does get some damage in. Nightmare's Thirst is pretty good. With Bloodletter and Licks Caress and Epicure of Blood. Even Wind Mage is also very solid. It's another creature for us. I think Nightmare's Thirst is just more solid though. Yeah, here I definitely think it's the Nightmare's Thirst. Here we will be taking a Child of Night. It's just a 2-drop. Not really much for us in this pack. I think we'll take Meandering River in case we open a good white card in our 3rd pack. Like if we open a Resplendent Angel or something, we can play the Meandering River. Try and splash it. We want things like Patient Rebuilding, Psychic Symbiont, Millstones in pack 3. Or another Psychic Corrosion. Fraying Omnipotence. I'm going to take a cancel here. Just an all-purpose counter spell. Essence Scatter is very nice. We already have 1 Salvager of Secrets and they're a bit expensive, so I think I'm going to take the Essence Scatter here. I'll take Rogue Gloves for sure. Rogue Gloves is great for getting in extra damage. That's a late Blanchwood Armor. Nobody must have gotten a Vine Mare. Mind Rot. That's also a late Inspired Charge. Nobody's going red-white here. Bog Stomper, sideboard. I don't know. That might be good as just a big dumb idiot to hit our opponent with. Reliquary Tower is not gonna make it. Alright, pack 3. Number 1 card we want is Patient Rebuilding. Vivictus Asmati. Not exactly patient rebuilding. That is very nice though. If anybody's in these colors at the table, they're gonna get a nice thing with that. Here it's between Aviation Pioneer and Horizon Scholar. For 3-drops, we already have the Bloodletter. Cancel. Uncomfortable Chill, I'm not sure is going to make it. We can bring that in against really aggressive decks. I'm still not sold on the Psychic Corrosion and the 2 Wall of Mists. I think if it's between Horizon Scholar and Aviation Pioneer. I think Scholar's going to be better for us. It's just a larger creature. Wow. Prodigious Growth. I think we're just going to take the Divination. Goes well with our Psychic Corrosion. Another Psychic and another Prodigious Growth? My gosh. Somebody got a Vine Mare at this table. They're going to be really happy with double Prodigious Growth. Gearsmith Guardian. Huh. Guess we'll take a Duress for the sideboard. Somebody else, the person passing to me must be in black or blue. Desecrated Tomb is not going to be any good. Whatever. I like Dreadmaw. I'll just take it. Psychic Corrosion number 3. Submerged Boneyard. It's going to be awesome. This is 25 cards. I guess I'll take the Woodland Stream. That way we can bring it in for our plummets. Titanic Growth. We might splash green, who knows. Although 3 Psychic Corrosions doesn't sound very likely. Sigiled Sword of Valoron is probably not going to make it. Prodigious Growth is sweet. Take a Rabid Bite for the sideboard. Naturalize for the sideboard. Will we table the other Prodigious Growth? No, we will not. Alright. Well, we've got 3 Psychic Corrosion. Would have liked the Manolith actually. If I'd known we were going to get this Prodigious Growth and this Dreadmaw, is it worth it to just splash just for Prodigious Growth? I don't think so. I think we're squarely in the Psychic Corrosion plan. This is 20 cards. So I need a couple more cards. deck is mostly... This is 21. I think we're going to bring in the Rogue's Gloves. And... maybe we'll play the sword. Just as a way to have a little bit of damage to push through. We don't have very many creatures, but we have a lot of removal. And our creatures are pretty good. Wall of Mists are hard to get rid of. We have counter spells. We have 3 Psychic Corrosion. So if we get 2 Psychic Corrosion out and we sift, that's like 12 cards we're milling. That's a quarter of our opponent's deck. We also have a Divination. Seems pretty good. We'll add lands. 6. We'll take one out. We'll add in 1 swamp. Because I want to be able to cast Elix's Caress on turn 5 every time. Alright. This is our deck, and we'll try it. And if we see our opponent has a bunch of flyers or a bunch of, like if they're playing the artifact deck or a bunch of small creatures, we can sideboard. We have the Woodland Stream, so we can bring green in. We have all the good sideboard cards in green. We also have an Uncomfortable Chill if we go up against a lot of very aggressive decks. Would we like to play first? Going in blind? I don't know. I think we still probably want to play first. I don't know why this is so big. 1 land. Unfortunately, we cannot not keep that. Double swamp. Definitely put that on top. Explosive Apparatus. Alright, so Psychic Corrosion would be great here. Nope. Play our other Wall of Mist. Opponent's also on blue-black. Well, that'll just fly right over the top of us, won't it? Manolith. Okay. Oof. That's rough. Probably just gonna blow the apparatus on our Drake. Yep. Grave Digger. Give me back mirror image. Seems like a poor matchup for us. Why do you do that and not just get Vampire Sovereign? Interesting. Sovereign would have killed us there. It's because I'm not doing sealed tonight. It's because I'm doing draft. Nobody wants to see the drafts, man. There was Elixgrass. Okay, so he has a lot of flyers. Definitely, we're gonna bring in the Woodland Stream. We're gonna bring in the Plummet, the Wall of Vines, and I think we're gonna add in 2 forests. And that will complete our splash. We'll take out another island. There we go. This looks better. Now we have removal for his flyers and everything. Would I like to play first? Yes. I want to get my Psychic Corrosions out first. I will keep this. Wow, our opponent mulligans to 5. Next turn we'll play our Corrosion. Our opponent concedes. Think we will submit just like this. Pretty sure we keep this. Double Psychic Corrosion is very strong. We can hold up Essence Scatter for whatever creature he plays. That's not a creature. Vampire Sovereign. Yep. How did I know? Alright. So, Lich's Caress would be great. Think we might be able to mill our opponent. Macabre Waltz. Oof. Oh god. Seriously? Sift would be awesome. So if we draw Sift or Divination, assuming we live through this turn, we win. Or if we draw other Lich's Caress, we win. But we'd have to live through another turn if we did that. Yeah, so Lich's Caress or any draw spell. Damn it. Well, we came very close. Totally lost. That would not have done it for us. Salvager of Secrets would not have done it for us. No, Salvager of Secrets wouldn't have done it for us either. So we were a little bit of ways. We had a couple outs, but yeah, they were down in our deck. Well, that was a close one. Almost got there, but we can still go 2 and 1. Which will give us 2 booster packs that we can use towards our next draft. We'll take a look at our deck. Problem with that was our opponent just had mostly flyers, whereas we like to gum up the ground with the Wall of Mist and everything. Yep, we needed to draw. In that scenario, we needed either Divination or Sift or Lich's Caress. So we had 3 outs. I don't think Snapping Drake was an out. We'll keep this. Our opponent's on the play, which is fine. Green. Get him with that Wall of Mist. Next turn we can play the sword, and then after that we can play the Drake. And then the turn after that, we can equip the Drake, get in for 5 in the air. Actually, we can go Child of Night and Bloodletter. No, we can't. We don't have enough mana. We're just playing the Drake. Dreadmaw. Okay. It's 3 to equip. We're just going to get smacked by the Dreadmaw here. If he has a pump spell, I'm fine with him using it there. Thornhide Wolves, that's fine. That'll get blocked by my Wall of Mist all day. Here we'll play Bloodletter. And our Child of Night. Wow. And our opponent just lets him kill him. Lets us kill him. I think maybe an Uncomfortable Chill will be good here. And the Nightmare's Thirst doesn't really seem like it'll do anything. All of his creatures are going to be too big. But the Totally Lost is great, and the Lich's Caresses are going to be great. Psychic Corrosion might be a little bit too slow. It depends if we can get multiple of them out with our defenders, our Wall of Mists. We might be able to mill them out. And is okay. It might be too slow. I think we have to keep it though. Oh, our opponent's playing a second color. We want to keep our Divination for when we have Psychic Corrosion out. Ooh, double Boggart Brute. My god, that's brutal. No pun intended. Cool. This turn we have Divination and Child of Night. Or actually, I think we go Child of Night and Psychic Corrosion. And if our opponent doesn't kill us this turn, we can Divination. Not sure that'll be enough to mill him. No, it almost certainly will not be. Damn it. Well, that sucks. We were so close. We just needed to get one hit in with the Rogue's Gloves. Or if we had had a Sif there instead of the Divination, we would have won. Okay. I think we took just a little too much damage from those Boggart Brutes. Those are pretty good. We were pretty close though. That was a good effort. So I would like to play first. Ooh, this is not good. Swamp. Yes. I will gladly take that. Opponent had 4 cards left in his library. Druid of the Cowl. Banefire for 1? Wow. Alright, now I just want to draw lands. Root is fine. I need at least one more swamp and another land. Play this Lix Caress. Especially if he plays another Boggart Brute this turn. I'm going to need all the health I can get. Goreclaw. Wow. So yeah, I definitely need to start drawing lands. I'm going to get hit for 8 here. Ooh, Jesus. Nah, I'm just dead. Aren't I? That's 13. Now I hit a land. That's awesome. There's a divination too. Nine cards. Oh. If only I had drawn lands. Yep, we're just dead. Alright, well those were 2 unfortunate matches, and that means it is the end of our draft. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I will see you tomorrow evening, probably around the same time, and we'll do another draft. Catch you later.